so plant grow?
So it's ages since I've actually posted anything, and that is because I fractured my finger and needed an operation. So I was out of action for about 3 months, and that with the weather means that everything has gone to pot in the garden at the White House. The only good thing is, which I'll show you in a minute, is the fact that we've got some free potatoes, because obviously I picked the ones, I can't think, there's a term that people use for them, isn't there, but planted them last year and dug them up. Obviously didn't dig them all up, and I've got some have sprouted, and I'll show you those. So that is the only thing that I've really got going at the moment. I did try with one hand to sow some pumpkins. Well, I'd sowed some pumpkins and then I tried to plant them. The slugs got them. I also tried to do some runner beans. The slugs got them. And that is it, as you can see. Oh, broad beans. The slugs got them. You can see there. So it has been an absolute disaster. I've been forced to do no more May. And as you can see, the garden has gone wild. My rhubarb has been eaten. That's doing all right, but it's still been eaten. And then if you go through to the fruit bit, the fruit garden, see, look, all the hedges need to be cut. This is all overgrown. And I was meant to mulch it all, and obviously I haven't been able to do that. So now I'm okay. The pin's out of my hand and I'm able to move my hand again. I'm going to have to try and get on the top of things, and I don't know where to start at all. So I've made a decision. I'm just going to start by taking up some plants that are not doing very well and put them elsewhere. So I've shown you this before. This is kind of the woodland area. We did have a big ash at the back, and it ended up with ash dieback, so we had to get it cut down, which you can see the leftovers here. So I'm hoping to do that, something with that at some point. But it's all looking a bit messy at the moment. So these hostas are what I want to do something with. They have just been annihilated by slugs, and slugs, as everybody knows, have been so bad this year because of the wet weather. It's an understatement, isn't it, the wet weather? So I'm going to just dig those up. I'm going to stick them in pots, and if I show you over here, see, the garden is such a mess. It's a few months out. Yeah, it has been a few months out, and everything just goes back. My husband has mowed the lawns here, so they do look a bit better. The garage doors, we're getting those replaced. But that is a balcony, and I want to do more up there this year. So I might put the hostas up there, out of the way. I've also got some clematis as well to put up there as well. I've potted those up, so they're going to go up there. This is the front of the house, and I am toying with that needs to go. I don't know what it is, but it's horrendous. I hate it. So I can't dig it out. I'm trying to dig it out, so I'm just going to cut it back. And I want to put, because I think the house needs to be softened, the look of it. So I'm thinking of putting a hydrangea, not a hydrangea. You can tell it's a while since I've done this. What's it called? Wisteria. Want to put a wisteria up there, but my husband's not very keen. So I'm going to have to talk him around or plant it and wait for him to notice, which will probably be never, to be fair. So anyway, yeah, so the balcony. So I'm going to work on the balcony, and I'm going to put the hostas in pots and maybe up there. So I'm going to start by putting some of my homemade compost at the bottom of the pots, because I'm cheap. Some of this compost is actually alright. Some of it, everybody will know that I keep going on about, is very, very wet. Get the sticks out. I can't be bothered sieving it. It's really hard because my finger is still really sore, and it just so happens to be on my right hand as well, which I'm right-handed. This is actually not too bad, so I'm just going to use this and not put any of my bought compost. I've still got a load of peat compost from last year, and I know we shouldn't be using it, but I have it, so I might as well use it, and then I will start using peat free as well. It is nice to be back in the garden. It's nice for it to be dry so I can get back in the garden, as well as obviously injury free. Because the weather's been so bad. I'm in the northwest of England and it's done nothing but rain. And when I say rain, I mean rain as in like it wants to get rid of all the water possible out the sky in one go type of rain. Right, okay. Bucket, compost, go and dig up some hostas. Right, let's try and get, do you like my Crocs? They're my friend's sons. I've got tiny feet, so I get a hand-me-downs, but they're great for gardening. Right. That was easier than I thought it would be. So the only thing that's going to happen now is there's going to be a lot of slugs in bed in here, isn't there? And then when I plant it, it's just going to carry on eating it. But I will go out. Well, yeah, we'll go out. Balcony's still outside, and I will check it. So that's one. I'm going to have got 3 more to dig up. Oh, it's flowering. This is a really bad time of the year to do it, isn't it? But it saves them from being decimated. Right, I'll get one of the other 2. So these are the 2 that I've dug up. I did go to get the 3rd dug up and I can't find it because it's been completely decimated. Did I show you these as well? So these are the other 2 hostas. They've fared a lot better, but they're still not great. And that's the other one. I'm going to leave them for this year and I'll dig them up next year and put them in pots. I'm presuming they're going to be easy to manage in pots. Look at my heuchera, is that how you say it? Heuchera. I don't know how you say it. They're doing ace. I've got another one over there. One there, making you dizzy on. I'm moving really fast. One over there, can you see? There. And then one, oh, got 4. One there. Doing dead well. My Fatsy's doing brilliantly as well. Right. Gonna try and look at me, God, it's a right step. Got a paddling pool in the middle. Tables there. It's going to take ages to get on top of it. Right, I'm going to get these planted up. So these are them potted up. I've decided I'm going to leave them here just for a few nights, just to keep coming out and having a look for slugs, see what they do, and then if they're doing all right, I'll move them over to the balcony. What I am going to do next is swing round really fast to make you dizzy. Come all the way around, is to pot my lupins up. These have grown from seeds. I did loads, but these are the only ones survived. But to be fair, I only put these in, was it September last year? It could have even been October, so it was late on. So they survived the winter, so I'm going to pot them up. I'm going to stick them in a pot and put them on the decking, which, yes, is also looking a mess. My lemon tree's doing all right though, Leonard, aren't you? I put that out, I've given it a good feed, topped it up, and it's coming back to life. I'm a bit bothered about this though, because when in the winter I always put it inside, because we've got like a pantry area at the back that's no heating in, because they hate central heating, but it's going to get too heavy to move. I can't really put it in the greenhouse because it gets too cold, and I actually lost, well, this is Leonard number 2, I lost Leonard number 1 to the frost, but I didn't feel too bad because Monty, good old Monts, lost his as well that year. So yes, right, lupins. So I've potted up my lupins. You probably think that that should go in a smaller size pot, not in a massive pot, which you probably should. But I did this last year and they're absolutely fine. In fact, they grew quite well, so I'm going to do that. So I got these lupins from a lupin that I grew last year. So I'm hoping to do the same to get some more seeds, and then able to, that's doing all right, isn't it? Correct one. To able to do more. I'm going to show you my greenhouse next. I'm quite embarrassed by my greenhouse. I do have an excuse I keep harping on about, but it's a bit of a mess. I need to get it sorted, and I'm going to take the middle size garden approach. I think the channel's called, but they're a good YouTube channel, well, way more knowledgeable than me. And she says come out and do half an hour whenever you can, do little and often. Well, what I tend to do is wait until I've got a full day and then come out and try and hammer it I can't do that. There's just too much to do now. So I'm just going to come out and just do a little bit weeding, a little bit tidying as and when I can do. Just to try and get on top of it again, if that will be possible this season. So I was just on my way to my greenhouse on my little path, which as you can see needs weeding like everything else. I've just walked past these and I don't remember planting these. That's weed. But I thought, what are they? Are they weeds? I like them. Anything that covers the ground like this, I like. I like self-seeders too. Oh, I must show you. Anybody who's watched my previous videos knows that I try and plant anything that will self-seed, but I haven't had much luck. So as you can see, I've planted verbena here. I have some there, and I've got some over here as well. Can you see them? They are over there somewhere, with the hope that they would self-seed. Nothing, absolutely nothing, which my landscaping friend, gardener friend, says is almost impossible. However, and he said it must be the soil that I've got, which is proven to be true, because they have self-seeded, but they've self-seeded. They actually self-seeded. Was it this lemon? Was it the lemon tree? I think it was a lemon tree. They self-seeded in there. So I've just taken them out and potted them on. So I love a free plant. So I've actually got something that self-seeds. And if I run over here, I'm not going to stop it. You can admire what's going to be my pond. Look at that. No wonder it's full of weeds, because they're just going to flower, set seed and go everywhere. But I'm thinking I'm doing me a bit for the wildlife in between. Something else that self-seeds. Oh, damn, my son's shouting me.
Hi. I'm the best son and better than Lily.
Lily's not my son.
Well, I should be the voice of thingy, your YouTube channel, not her. So thank you.
So I've planted this. My memory's completely gone. It's called fleabane, but what's its proper name? Originon. Is that how you say it? I planted this here, hoping it'll self-seed. Let's see. Right, my greenhouse. So as you can see, I put, seriously, what is wrong with my memory? What on earth? What nasturtiums? I've put nasturtiums all the way around because they all fill in and look beautiful. I love it. So they're all right. I've got a few things on the go. I've yet to water them tonight, so that's why they're looking a bit weary. I've got all my tomatoes. I've got dahlias in here. I've got sunflowers. I've got sweet corn that needs to go out. I've got, I think they're tomatoes. Are they pumpkins? I don't even know what they are now. What are they? Let's have a look. Because I did label them this year. They need to go out, don't they? Looking very weary. Yep, cucumbers. Right, I'm gonna have to. Oh, so much to do. Some things that I did some cuttings of, some wallflowers, some more verbena. That's what I did. Did I do seeds? Oh no, cuttings. Of course I did cuttings. Some tomatoes looking very, very sad. That has tickled my daughter no end. Can you see there's a tomato that is self-seeded out the bottom of the pot. More dahlias, one is even flowering. Sunflowers looking very sad until I water them. And then they are, what are they? I think they're my straw flowers. I've got quite a bit of them. The idea with them is to plant them around my greenhouse to make the greenhouse look pretty. But I'm dead reluctant to plant them because when I did try to plant some stuff out, which was very difficult because of my hand, it just got decimated by the blooming slugs. Well, these are not looking happy. What are these? Something's going into them. Straw flowers. Oh, and I've got something's growing out of the back of that. Oh, everything's just been neglected. Kale. More nasturtiums. My Achillea, that's the one. Achillea are doing dead well, but I need to pot them on. My lettuce needs to come out. My cosmos hate me because I've not potted them on. They're my Rebecca, they're doing all right. My geums, Geums are doing all right. I did have some echinacea. Are these echinacea? Those, oh, something's eating that as well. It's been a terrible year. Terrible year. So as you can see, I'm not going to get any fruit this year, am I? I might. Oh, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Just all too late. I'm not going to give up. I'll stick them in and see how I do. So one good thing with all the rain is all my water butts are completely and utterly full. I have a bath there. What do I have? Let me show you. I've got a couple of other water butts down here. Oh, and I planted some sweet peas along here. This. Done nothing. So I've got 2 water butts here. And then I've got another one here. Which is supposed to be more hidden, but it's not. Can you see? There. Right, I think that's all I'm going to do for today. My arch is still standing, that I made in the other video, but I've absolutely nothing to go up it. Oh, another thing I'll show you is I did plant garlic and I left them, and I thought, oh, I'll take them up, see how they're doing. Turns out the garlic must have gone, and somehow I must have planted onions in between the garlic, and I've got some very, very pitiful onions. There. I think that's a garlic. Does that mean that's a garlic? No, it's definitely not a garlic. Can't feel the bulbs. I'm not going to give up. Well, she says. I've got potatoes. Yay! Right, so that's it. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to water my plants and then I'm going to go and get a cup of tea. So, thank you for watching. Join me again to see how I get on in getting my head around what I need to do and actually doing the work. And let's see how many mows it takes my husband to get on top of the grass. But hey, at least it's in spirit of no more May, even though we're now in June. So I'll see you again soon. Bye.
Thanks for watching.